Down by 2, now they're out of timeouts.
Down by 2, 1.3 left. Down 2, gets a shot off.
Down by 2.
Ho, 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 ho. Merry Christmas from the Down by 2 podcast. How's it going? Happy holidays. Happy Hanukkah, Kwanzaa, Christmas, whatever you're celebrating. Hopefully you're enjoying the holidays. I'm your host, Joshua Elijah. It is great to see you guys. And it's my right-hand man, my pal, Jesse McKay, aka Birdman.
Yo, ho ho.
How you doing? Yo, that's a crazy.
Yeah, that's crazy.
How you doing, my man? Good to see you, bro.
Excellent.
Oh,
Feeling
man.
festive.
Feeling festive.
I don't have a sick hat, but I've got these lights. They're getting a little warm, so we'll see how long they stay on.
Burn your tits off.
Yeah,
Dare I say you look litty titty, if I might add. That looks that's great, man. Yeah, we got this Christmas hat. We're hosting Christmas for the first time this year. Me and Amanda, and we have like the nieces and nephews that are coming over, and I want to make sure that this Christmas is one to remember. I don't think my nephew listens to the podcast, but I bought him NHL 24. And
nice.
He's bringing over his Xbox One as well. So it's all about creating those core memories. You know, you gotta create those core memories while they're young. Really, really excited to just throw down, play some video games on Christmas like that. That's like nostalgia for me. You know, getting a new video game on Christmas and then running over to your console and throwing it in.
That's the best.
It's just.
Especially when it's like 2K or NHL or something, you know.
Absolutely. But yeah, man, with the new updated rosters and everything, it's really looking forward to it. Love the holidays. This is great, and it's all made possible by our pals over at Crier Media. What? Crier Media? Visit Crier.com for all things DB2 and sports related content. And our pals over at Indestructible. Make sure you check out Indestructible online. Get some swag for your special someone or even for yourself over the holiday season by using promo code DOWNBY2 to get 15% off your next order. And you can't forget about our boys over at Yup Beer. Visit yupbeer.com. Buy a flat for the homie. Find a location near you. Now available in beer stores and grocery stores across Ontario. It's these guys right here. They have the Pilsner. They have the Yup Light. They're both very crushable. I will get to this probably at some point, but just to stay even festive, I got a big old cup of nog.
Oh, no
Holy Dinah. Yeah.
Oh, man. Hot take. Eggnog is overrated as hell.
Nobby.
I'm not a nog truther, bro. I'm not about it.
Oh, man. I love that sweet cummy texture coating my esophagus.
Bro, I'm gonna get electrocuted. I'm gonna spat my drink everywhere.
Oh man, that kick of rum too on it as well, man. Like you splash a little bit of nut, a little bit of rum in your nog.
You splash your nut right in there for sure.
Oh man, it's just like having a cake in your belly, and then when like you're by the fireplace and you literally feel it cooking inside of you. Like
that's just it curdling, I think. But I don't know.
Boy.
I don't know.
Mixed in with all the other goodies that go on to give you a tummy ache on Christmas Day.
The holidays are not a time to be dieting. It's just like pure garbage eating for like a week and a half, and then it's a good reset right after.
Yeah, no, for sure. I mean, it takes like you need a week to just kind of clean yourself out from all the holidays, because like from here on out, I mean, like I'm sure it's started for some of you. It's already started for me. Basically, once December hits, it's just a binge fest, really. I mean, whether or not it's work parties or for doing stand up, like it's super busy this time of year with all the corporate shows and whatnot. But then just all of the different functions that are going on around and friends, Christmas and what have you. And speaking of which, I mean, I figured that we might as well bring together a little bit of a friends Christmas here.
Shut the fuck
on the
up.
show. I mean, because it is the season, so we've decided to bring back one of the OGs on the show.
Way.
It's your boy, Michael Fulmer, talking about cream in your jeans. I hope I'm getting a fresh pair of Levi's for Christmas.
I just pied you. Just happy.
I saw this guy pop on, and I was like, "Who the fuck is this? Don't they know that we have this time slot booked off? Like, what a
Yo,
clown!"
he been
Yo,
known.
as per usual, I've been on here for 20 minutes fucking around with my computer. No luck. So we're on the phone.
Yeah, all good, my
Things
man.
haven't changed.
Good to see you, bro. Good
What's
to
up,
see you.
boys? What's up,
Hey,
boys?
just hanging out, man. Just
Yeah.
hanging out. It's it's that time of year to come together and spend some time with the homies, and it's always a pleasure to see. I mean, I'm spoiled. I get to hop in the car and drive 10-minute down Spring Shank and then go to see you in Byron. But for Birdman, this is we don't get the opportunity to hang out all together very
I
often
know.
unless it's
Oh,
in
fuck.
Punta.
This should
So
This is a treat.
it's a
Look
treat.
at this. It's been a while. Look how fucking you guys are big time now. Josh told me I have to come on at least once a year to maintain my royalties. So
Yeah, this is your year end like wrap up right
Yeah,
before
yeah.
New Year's.
zero prep, the typical fucking 2 beers. Here we go.
No. You got to get
Love
the
it.
nog. We're right into the nog. I'm halfway done this, so
Nice.
you got to get right
nice.
in there.
That's a
Yeah.
rum and a nog. I had my first rum and nog last weekend.
No, you didn't.
Your
Swear
first
to
one
God.
ever?
Swear to God, because I don't like nog. But
Yeah,
I was
me
at
neither. That's what I
Broken
was
Joe's Christmas, and
I made you eggnog drink when
Yeah?
when you were over for Mandy's. Yeah, you were pretty
You sure?
tuned, so you might not remember that. But
No.
well, what I've been doing is I've been using the little frother and getting it all frothy, so it's eggnog foam that you put onto a cocktail. Because like
Okay, so
you're right, this is a thick boy. This is a thick drink.
I remember you were making those fancy drinks. I don't think I got to drink number 2 though. I swear I don't think I got to try it.
We just called a couple.
You Irish goodbye before that happened.
Yeah, Irish goodbye, big Irish goodbye guy, especially with a kid.
Oh, I know.
Yo, try doing the 3:30. Oh, kids going bonkers. Oh.
Times are different. How's Chooch? Is he on the show or is he asleep right now?
Cheech is snoozing.
Can we get him on the 4th slot on here or what?
Fuck, that'd be sick. Just put his baby monitor on the 4th slot.
Yeah. He's actually got a laptop that works and you don't.
Just sitting there in his crib.
Yeah. He's got it all figured out. He's got followers. Oh man,
funny.
that's amazing. It's
So
good to see you, man.
How's business over there, boys? Everything's good.
We got a background. We got a fucking
look at you guys.
A diffuser. You got some head tarps going on over here.
Yeah, you got a diffuser going here. You got down by 2, bing.
Down by 2, bing.
Right behind Birdie.
There it is. And I mean, if you're talking royalties, I think you got like an indestructible snapback coming in the mail or something like that. So I mean, that gets you covered for the year.
Nice. Love it. Thank you.
Absolutely.
I'll wear it with my indestructible tarp.
There it is.
Are we an indestructible sponsored cast here?
Yeah, you missed the intro, but yeah, that's where we're at these days. But yeah, we'll be sending you the full schedule, so make sure you give us your availability for 2024. We're just gonna make sure you give us your passport number as well because we got some flights booked for you. Yeah, it's Christmas party. We go down to Buffalo now for a Christmas party. So
Buffalo's a Christmas party?
Yeah, no, not happening. I'll tell you this though, and like because we have been trying to reach out and do as much as we can when it comes to media credentials. As soon as I saw the Falcons and Panthers game go down the other day, where there was maybe 400 people in the stadium, and tickets were going for 68 cents. I swear, tickets were. It was so TAFE in Carolina, in Charlotte there, and like
it's tough times there. They just don't know what they're doing.
It's tough times, and it was not looking very good. But like on the same note, that is the type of team that I want to go cover. I want to go see Bryce Young develop and see them get some sort of draft capital as well, and really start to flourish. So who knows? Maybe we'll be heading down to Charlotte. Stay tuned and we'll see. But we got a lot of things that are on the docket coming up for the new year. You know, we talked about the Orlando Magic and our coverage that's going to be beginning likely next week when it comes time for our end of year wrap. aside from that, we're breaking it into the minor leags, and then back to our CFL stuff as well. So, it's we miss you, but we always could use you on the show because you are just always a wealth of knowledge, and we fucking love you, buddy.
Yeah, without giving you guys too many stick taps here, like holy shit, you guys are going down to cover the Magic. Like you guys are big time shit. That's great. Kudos to both of you.
Guys are big
great.
time.
big time.
Fuck you, Birdie.
I wish you were coming with us, bro.
Yeah.
No, me too.
Yeah, for sure.
Honestly,
for sure. So you can sit up in the 500s and be scared out of your boots. Not even get close to a microphone. Yeah, I just find him by the concession stand.
Hey, Dunk Master Flex, how do you like playing for the fucking the team dunkers?
Team dunkers. That even though these games are fixed, what do you think?
Yeah.
You do it for the kids. That's nice.
Yeah.
Anyways.
Yeah. I'm more of a sit in my basement guy.
Yeah. No, I hear that. It's
I genuinely though was excited the other night when you said like come on for an episode. I was like, fuck. I do miss it for sure.
You get the
more just chopping it up and having a Brewster with you boys. I miss this piece.
And that's exactly what we're about to do. So fucking cheers.
If we could just do this and then just like delete it after, it'd be fucking. I'd be a fucking.
That'd be.
So it's just a Zoom call.
Yeah.
No. We've been doing quite the opposite. We're now on YouTube as well. So you're everywhere now.
Yeah.
You're a global phenomenon. Speaking of just chopping it up here, I mean, every year we talk about the Christmas Day games. We are super spoiled this year. We got a couple great matchups on Christmas Day. It's literally the best fucking time of year. Like, it doesn't get any better than Christmas Day. Open up some presents, spend some time with some family, roast your nuts by the fire. It's always a good time. And then come 12 o'clock, you got basketball all the way till the end of the day. And then we're even getting spoiled with some NFL as well, even though all three games that are going down on Christmas Day scare the living shit out of me, and I don't feel like touching any of them, but we'll get into that a little bit later. But we always come up with our picks for Christmas Day, and love that the spreads are actually out as we're recording this on Thursday night, and all the picks are actually now available. And I mean, I'm sure, because you listen to the show every week, don't you, Mikey? So you know, so you know that our DB2 bets, ding ding ding, is now sponsored by our pals over at Bowdogs. So go visit that. Yeah, go visit that link. Create your free account, and then we got the 100% sign up bonus. So you throw in $20, we give you another $20, and then you go and throw down on our picks, or do the opposite. Half the time we don't really know what we're talking about. So we're going to kick things off with our Christmas Day slate, and we got one that kind of stumped me right off the top, and I did not know which way to flip or flop when it came to this. But we're starting things off with the New York Knicks and the Milwaukee Bucks playing an MSG. What do you guys like? Because I was tossing up here or there. Are you going to go with the Bucks? Or are you going to go with the Knicks? Let's play it safe with the spread. What do you guys think I ended up going with?
I don't know. I feel like you're a guy that likes to go against the grain sometimes. So I feel like maybe you took the Knicks on the spread.
Mikey, what do you think?
I think you're riding with the Bucks covering whatever they're getting because of Dame and Giannis maybe finding something lately. But I'm a fair weather turd though, so
I think Mike got a little spooked. Oh, there he is. I think he got spooked with this video once he found out that this is actually going to be released.
This is on YouTube, and he just goes black.
Does it go black dark when I do this?
Yeah, it goes completely black.
Yo, boys, time out.
Bro can't even figure out his phone.
Like, you wouldn't even. No, I fucking know my phone. My phone, bro. I can't figure out this fucking cool. Man, you guys are on a cool streaming fucking service these days, eh?
Yeah, we've come a long way from StreamYard.
So I actually got to flip my phone around to try to show you this because I can't do the thing. But
oh yeah,
this thing's a dud, eh? Can't get schedule. This
what are you looking at?
Oh, she just go see that she goes blank.
What are you looking
at? This computer. I'm just trying to pull up the games so I can get the spreads. and look at you, boy, fine faces at the same time.
Oh, well, you know what? I mean, we could probably share a screen here too, so we can actually get all of
guys are
that
dialed.
going in there. So let's share
Pulling
that
up the bet
screen.
stamp.
Let's
Sorry,
pull up
boys, I'm a little bit of
the old butt cramp here. Bang! There we go. We got all of the games going on over there,
Sick.
and those are our picks. So for starting off, we're gonna go. Yes, you're right. We're gonna go with the New York Knicks.
I
plus
knew it.
4.5 at -110. Again, you can find these odds available on Bodog as well. We use BetStamp to be able to track our picks and everything else. So make sure that you follow us along there to see what our receipts look like. But
Yep.
we digress. Going with the Knicks here.
Let me ask you something if we got
Yeah.
time. Sorry,
Mhm.
not to drag this out because I haven't
No.
been following any basketball.
Yeah,
So what
okay.
do you see about the Knicks covering 4.5? Are they legit? Like, I hate Julius Randle. I feel like he's a fraud.
No,
I think he
mean,
he liked that guy, eh?
I like Julius Randle, and Knicks playing at home on MSG Christmas Day is always they love their Knicks on Christmas Day, and that's something you can always count on.
Sure.
And the Bucks, the Bucks they've been decent. Giannis, it's been a lot of Giannis, and Dame has been kind of hot and cold. They're still figuring their stuff out.
Yeah, I was
and
gonna say I don't think they fully have it figured out yet. Not quite there yet.
I've heard that. I've heard it's been hot and cold. I just know the other night Dame had 40 and Giannis had a triple double, so I only went off of that as my fucking assessment.
I mean, and that's
That's
completely
one
fine.
That's one game.
But the Knicks are figuring things out too. I mean, like Jalen Brunson and Julius Randle as well. I mean, it's a pretty good combo. They are figuring their things out. Mitchell Robinson even is now done for the season, I'm pretty sure. But Hartenstein has come in and he's been playing amazing in that center position. And all in all, like, they are figuring some shit out. And
you're a basketball head, Jish, so I'll take your word on that one.
Right, because it's my pick. So there you go.
Yeah. No, for real though. Where they pull Hartenstein out of your end. I guess you guys do cover a professional basketball team, so you might know a few things.
I might know a thing or two. I mean, you know what? It's funny because you always have to prepare for like the Knicks to play on Christmas Day, right? And like as of recently, like they've
played the most, I believe. Out of any team.
Yeah, and
they're
they're
away team traveling on Christmas too. You can come out flat.
Sure, and you know what? I mean, like, this pick could be completely wrong. It could be the Bucks blowing him the fuck out. But at the end of the day, I'm just going to give it to the home dog. I'm going to give it to the Knicks plus 4.5. Look, there's a reason why if that it's not like -9.5, right? The Knicks are playing respectable basketball here. So, and he's just fucking gone. Oh, there he is. Oh my goodness, buddy. You and technology. He literally sent me a text before the show saying that he's like, I wish I could just grow up in the 70s because I don't want to deal with this. And it's just like with all of the amazing things that tech is doing these days. And it's I'd rather grow up with a fucking cord on my phone. Man. But yeah, we're gonna go with the Knicks.
We're here.
We're here. We're gonna go with the Knicks plus 4.5. Again, you can find that on Modog. Moving right along. We're going to go with the Nuggies. We got the Denver Nuggets against the Golden State Warriors. That's our 2:30 game. -4.5. What do you guys think?
Yeah, I like that. I feel like the Warriors are kind of reeling right now. They just don't really have their starting five figured out, and they're juggling the lines. So they need some time to figure it out, and you're going up against a juggernaut like Denver. Like they don't have an answer for Jokic. Like it's just going to be it's Nuggets. I think covering the spread on that one for sure.
I mean, they won't even have Draymond, who would be helpful when it comes to Kevon Looney in the paint with Jokic. So I mean, it's tough. You're right. The Warriors, they're reeling, man. They are not looking. I mean, like they were able to hold their own against Boston the other day, and like it just takes it takes Curry to pull off
takes an unreal Curry game. Yeah.
In order to, like, you can see Clay's a step behind, and like it's everyone wants to defend him as being like one of the better shooters, one of the best shooters ever, and he's just not playing like that now. It's just like you see some of these guys on the tail end of their career. Curry is I forget how old is he? Like he's probably, I think, like 36, probably in that range. 35.
I think
Crazy,
he's
eh?
35. Yeah.
35. So, I mean, I'm not saying Curry's fallen off or anything like that, but like this
I don't
Warriors
think he
team,
has. But
this Warriors team needs to shake things up because this ain't
that
it.
championship core, I think it's over. Like, I think it's now time to explore trades, honestly, and let some of those younger guys get the minutes, man. Like Kuminga's and the Pods, bro.
Yeah, man.
Those guys have been killing it with extra minutes.
Give him
Moody,
give him some light, give him some playing time. I really, I mean, Mike, what do you think when it comes to Draymond? Like, do you honestly think that this could be the end of his career? Do you think he's going to even have a chance to come back, and or like, does he have a life after the Warriors? Or a team going to give him a chance? Like, what are your thoughts?
Yeah, he's accomplished too much, and as much as we're all exhausted of the Draymond show, he definitely has a role in this league. Like he still definitely can be productive in a certain role, and I think there has to be the proper people around him. And for the longest time, Kerr, I'd say, and Steph and Clay kind of just masked how fucking bonkers he was.
Yeah.
I think it's all come to a head. But he'll be back. He'll be back. I do think this dynasty, though, like you guys are just saying, it's finally winding down. It's time to kind of slowly hit the reset, and that doesn't mean ship away anyone. Like Curry's there for life, obviously.
Yeah,
we can all agree that.
Yeah, I don't think you.
But it's time to try something new, and I don't know. Maybe they can figure out a different formula for one last push in a year or two. But yeah, no, Draymond will be around. Watch, he'll be a Laker next year or something, and
he'll win another title or something, and
he'll go play with his boy LeBron, and then call it a day. I mean, the guy should have he should have called it quits before any of this fucking martial arts shit that he's trying to pull on the court. Like he's already deep into the podcasting and media game, where it's just like, bro, like just call it when you could.
Yeah, he'll have a career outside of basketball easily.
Well, I don't know anymore. Do you think I mean, like in media, you're gonna want someone that like a lunatic like him now after like the kind of tarnishing his name? I don't know if I would like.
Well, I don't think he's gonna be like
shy away from him. I don't know.
think he's gonna be choking out friggin' Chuck on TNT or anything.
I understand. Yeah. I mean, fuck, who knows? But like, I understand that it's just like already the image that he's created of himself. Like you look at his highlight reel of him just absolutely losing it on players and just like kicking them in the nuts, stomping on Sabonis' sternum. Like it's just,
he's got
and then just like the roundhouse kicks and the punches, and it's insane. And so, I mean, like, I feel like he could have already stepped away and had an incredible career in broadcasting and media. And I think from that, I mean, who knows? I mean, maybe a network will pick him up,
bro.
But he's already doing enough podcasts, right?
He re-upped for he's making some good money though on his new deal. Here's the thing. Draymond, all he has to do is come back, apologize to everyone, be half productive, and any TV, anyone's going to want to sign him afterwards in media because he is so polarizing. So I know he's pushed it and we're all exhausted, but I mean, people are going to be fucking rolling out the Brinks truck to sign him to be an analyst when he's all done, as long as he kind of cleans it up towards the end. Because I mean, he puts people want to see what Draymond's up to.
Absolutely.
Chuck was like that, not to that extent. And even Shaq, for that matter, was always up to antics. Not as aggressively and as self-destructive, but I mean, it's not like Draymond, he hasn't gone over the edge on some of his shit. He's just too much.
Yeah,
too much at the moment.
No, I hear that, and that's why we're also saying fuck the Warriors. We're going to take the Denver Nuggets at minus 4.5. We're taking the Nuggets at minus 4.5, and the odds on that are minus 112. Moving along to the 5 p.m. Looks like we're going with the Lakers. Bird, you went Lakers. Mike, you went Lakers. So shout out to you guys for picking that. I don't know. I mean, sure, plus 108. They're playing at home, but they got the Celtics, man. Like, it ain't no slouch, and like. The Lakers have been reeling a little bit since the in-season tournament.
Mm-hmm.
Like they've gone something like 1-4. They haven't been looking great.
That's exactly why they're going to win.
Yeah,
it's Christmas Day. It's LeBron. It's
in LA.
It's the big stage. It's the bright lights. It's the perfect opportunity to step up, and that's what those guys do when it matters. Like,
LeBron, like no one else, right? Like he is just such a big time performer. I mean, I haven't been watching any basketball. Me and Josh were standing in the back room at Mandy's birthday, and you were kind of doing a little bit of hosting, Josh. But there's a couple times I was watching LeBron, and I mean, he just when he wants to, he still can take over games. It's crazy.
oh
I think Christmas Day, perfect point for, and especially man, AD in that in-season game. My God. So if he shows up, I mean, yeah, you gotta love the Lakers. But I'm a homer because I'm a LeBron slappy.
I'm gonna like that AD Porzingis matchup. You haven't had them
Yeah.
see each other in quite some time since probably Porzingis with his days in Dallas. So when they were both playing in the same conference, where you might have a little bit more Lakers and Mavs matchup. So that's gonna be a great matchup. I think the Celtics are more rounded for sure.
Oh yeah, I think
Tatum
the
and
Celtics are the
LeBron.
better team.
Yeah.
In all honesty, I'm looking at it as the situation, right?
Yeah.
So
absolutely.
Boston coming cross country, Christmas Day, LeBron at home. Yeah.
Let's do it. Let's roll with it then. I mean, like for me, I might have gone with the Celtics, but I'm going to take your boy's word for it, and we're going to roll with the Lakers on that, and that's on the money line at plus 108. Love it. Same sort of mentality. We're going over to Miami. We're going to South Beach for the 76ers and Heat in the 8 o'clock slot. Really saving some great games for the evening. So what are our thoughts here? I mean, Joel Embiid, this 76ers team. Ooh,
unstoppable, man.
The fact that this is a pick'em right now, like, damn. Joel Embiid is having the best year of his career, even better than his MVP year. Like, this is no joke. They get rid of Harden, and there's all of a sudden, like, they get
the best thing that could have happened, right?
Yeah, there's no poopy pants in the building anymore with no Simmons there, and then there was Harden. It's fucking actual good camaraderie there, which is nice.
I mean, you're looking at the most improved player of the year when it comes to Tyrese Maxey. I mean, like, he should be an all-star this year. You got Joel Embiid. Like, they are scary. And like the Heat are just the Heat. Like it's
are the Heat kind of in that same, like, I don't know, like that same kind of Warriors situation where it's like, man, kind of maybe need time to switch things up a little bit. I don't know.
Well, they've stalled out when it comes to getting to the finals or in the finals. They've stalled out a bit. They've made it to the finals. You can't forget they made it to the finals last
year. Yes, I know. Yeah. I know. That's why I'm saying, like, maybe it's not quite there yet, but I see signs of it, or maybe they're just coasting until the end. I don't know. But last year they made it in off a play-in game win. You know what I mean? Like, if this were 5 years ago, they wouldn't have made the playoffs.
Yeah,
with the old format,
that's true.
Right? So
that's true. I mean, they've got a lot of things working for them as well. I mean, like Hawkes is he's third in the MVP or Rookie of the Year rankings right now. The problem with the Heat is that they've like taken some big swings and missed. Like I feel like it's kind of mirroring some of the stuff that's been happening with the Blue Jays, where they go after the biggest free agent. They've missed on Bradley Beal. In the offseason, they weren't able to sign anybody of any sort of magnitude. Everyone's always pinned about going. Couldn't get Lillard. Everything's always been pinned on them to get like that big name. It's like the Miami Heat front runners to win X, and they just haven't. And it's been pretty disappointing if you're a Heat fan. So I mean, they got to make some sort of move at the deadline to be able to put them in some sort of contention. A lot of people are now saying Zach LaVine. Of course, they're saying Zach LaVine, like any free agent or any trade.
They're gonna miss on him too. Just watch.
He could go to the Lakers. I mean, I could totally see that happening. So it's it is crazy. I mean, maybe you might see DeRozan go down there. Who knows? But you want to be able to extend with a little bit more shooting if you're the Heat. I mean, you don't really want DeRozan and Butler playing on the same squad in that sense. I don't know. It's going to be interesting. But I mean, the fact that this is as close as it is as well. I mean, the Heat have been playing okay basketball, but damn, Nick Nurse, what a difference it makes when you actually bring in a head coach who knows what he's doing.
Yeah, and you have like a actual championship roster to work with, right?
Yeah.
Like that's just he didn't have that in Toronto, like the last few years. So,
and that was to your point, is that you've said before. What have you said about Nick Nurse, that he handles a more developed squad?
Yeah, he's the coach you bring in to win a championship, not
Get
to
over the hump,
develop a squad. Yeah. So
absolutely. Any thoughts on that there, Mike?
I was just eating all that up.
Do you know where the 76ers play?
Yeah, no doubt, no doubt. Billy. Yeah, no doubt. No, I genuinely was eating all that up. I was just gonna say, you know what? I think Miami has maximized everything they could with the roster they've had over the last few years. I almost think they've overachieved, to be honest. I know Bam and Jimmy, they're a good, solid, well-rounded team, but I feel like they literally got every ounce of some of those deep playoff runs. And yeah, they need something else to actually finish off the job. So, but yeah, going back to that matchup, gotta like where the 76ers are at. They're a well-rounded, tight bunch. Like you said, Nick Nurse has that team rolling. That's probably an easy pick there. But they're in Miami for that one.
They're in Miami for that one.
Yeah, so I hope they don't get too excited on Christmas Day and have too many sodas beforehand. But yeah, if I had to bet Cheech's, yeah, cheers to you. Yep. If I had to bet Cheech's RESP though, I'd probably put it on 76ers.
Perfect. That's his RESP.
Not a whole lot in there yet.
No, not a whole lot.
Couple bucks
to his two-ish. Right on.
Yeah, let's take. I love where you boys NBA knowledge is at. Though, see, I haven't done this in a while. This is a treat, boys. Keep it coming.
It's good because especially when it comes to the 76ers, that's our first game that we're going down to cover in Orlando. So
that's right.
I mean, it's gonna be quite the experience, and just to be able to sit down and actually talk to Nick Nurse and we get Joel Embiid on the podium and some of these players and talk to them after the game. It's going to be some real exclusive insight that not a lot of shows get to give you. So we're really pumped for that. And so stay tuned for that. But finally, our final pick of the Christmas Day slate of games. This is probably the hardest one for me. This one was tough. What are you going with there, Bird?
God, I don't know, man.
Oh, he's going Phoenix. He's got to think they're going to show up on their home court.
Yeah, you would think so. But
go with the Mavericks. We're going +5.5 on the Mavericks. That's minus 120, 105. Look,
that's a nice number. I could get behind that.
Yeah.
+5.5.
That is a lot, actually. That's Luka, more than I thought.
Go look at their records. Mavs are performing better, and I don't think they're getting Beal before playoff or before Christmas. So I mean, it's he's still a few weeks out, and Luka gets inside Booker's head. We've seen this happen before.
Oh man, some of their most embarrassing losses have been to the hands of Luka. So yeah, I'm liking this narrative. I'm liking this one.
Yeah, it's like this one was tough. It's the same sort of one to begin the day as well when it came to the Knicks and the Celtics. The Knicks and the Bucks. It's a spread. It could go either way. Like Kevin Durant has been quietly having an insane year. Not quietly, but he's just been putting up 30,
he's doing his thing.
You want to take the over on his points? That is easy money. But when it comes to Luka's been playing incredibly as well. It's just Luka's doing Luka. Kyrie has finally found a home.
Kyrie's been okay. Yeah,
he's been great, and you don't hear the guy as much in the media, and I fucking love it.
I was just about to say, I don't think I've heard that name said this season, so that's probably a good thing.
He's I don't know. I guess he's brought more toxicity to toxic situations, and that's the thing where it's just if the situation didn't work for him, he would then become even more of a problem and bring more toxicity into it. But now that he's in Dallas and everything's working well for him, and he's just playing, for an organization, he's playing for Cuban, things everything has fallen into place for him, and he's got a hell of a player to be able to feed off of as well when it comes to Luka. So, I mean, they got some talent. They got an okay roster. I mean, all around, they things are working for them. And I mean, honestly, Frank Vogel of the Phoenix Suns, the head coach there, I don't think he's a good coach.
That was a strange hire, in my opinion.
I don't know
Like,
why they would
had,
can Monty, because like he did okay. He just brought him
he took them to the finals. So
took him to the finals. And like Vogel sure has won with the Lakers and stuff, but that's like you put in anybody with LeBron and he's still going to coach that team. That's why Darvin Ham works so well with the Lakers right now, because it's just you need someone to fill in that head coaching position. But now it's just like you gotta coach Booker and Durant, and it's just like, yeah, you have a lot of star power again. So that works out. I mean, he's just not as good of a coach. Jason Kidd has definitely come into his own. He's come a long way from his head coaching days when he was with the Bucks. So, yeah, I mean, altogether, I think Dallas is a more sound, like all around squad than some of the big names that that the Suns have. And like, don't get me wrong, they're offensively they're great. You know, Devin Booker's really stepped in as a point guard. But yeah, I don't know. I'm my gut's telling me Mavs 5.5. Going to Phoenix.
That
Why
team's
not?
kind of funny. Like they're funny, they haven't. They just like haven't been able to play together. I think they've played as a big three like 20 something minutes in total all season. Like, man, they got some shit to figure out. Like, if they want to go anywhere in the playoffs, like those guys need the minutes together, and it's just like again and again, someone's injured. Like that's what happens when you spend that much money on three guys, right? Like
one of them go down.
Who else is gonna fill in? Like you got all these guys on minimum league min contract.
Slowly feeling a little bit like the Brooklyn situation.
Yeah, dude. Yeah,
a little bit.
Yeah.
It spooks me if I'm a Suns fan.
100% agree. I was gonna say it kind of feels like the Clippers where you bring in a couple of guys and they just kind of in and out of the lineup and really never establish any sort of like true chemistry.
Hey,
they just go to war with each other.
The Clippers are on a different. They're on a different streak right now. What are they? Are they 5 or are they 8 in a row? I think they're 8 in a row.
8 in a row. They're like 15-4 since Harden came over.
Yeah, it started off a little bit tafe, but man, they got something working now, and they are having fun, and that is looking scary. That's another game we're really excited to cover in Orlando as well. It's
you have the clips down there with those boys, eh? That's
nice.
Nice.
Yeah. So it's they're looking scary as well. So I mean, Kawhi looks like he's in incredible shape. Paul George, they're
picture of that
playing.
Arm?
Daddy. Oh man, that is they are looking scary, man. And like
he looks bionic. It's crazy.
Kawhi and Paul George playing every game together this season, or almost every game. They might have sat just one.
Yeah,
but they're playing back to backs now, which is nuts. You never see them do that anymore. So it's
I was more alluding to like the Clippers over the last 3-4 years, but this year that's nice to see that you get a little bit of consistency. It's finally
you're totally right. Yeah. Because like when they first came over, it was a shit show.
It's just kind of like finally figured it out. What's going to happen?
Yeah,
absolutely. So those are our picks for Christmas Day. Again, you can go ahead and find that on Bodog. Go scan that QR code, find the link in our profile any way you need to. Go sign up, create your free account by using the link, and then you'll get that 100% sign up bonus. So again, you throw $100 in, we give you another $100. It goes all the way up to 400. So maybe treat yourself for Christmas. Make sure it's within your budget and play responsibly, gamble responsibly as well. Other than that, boys, I mean, we got a couple NFL games. Mike, if you want to give us your takes for the football slate that we have coming up there, I'm okay with that. These games fucking scare me.
Yeah,
they scare me, and I don't feel like touching it. The only game that I might throw a couple props out there, but the only game that I might touch is the Raiders to cover plus 9.5 against the Chiefs, because I don't really buy into what the Chiefs are selling right now, and the Raiders are playing pretty motivated,
inspired ball. They're playing inspired ball.
Yeah,
I love to see how it's good for the NFL when the Raiders are rolling, or at least have a little bit of juice, and getting rid of McDaniels and having Antonio Pierce come in. You can see all the boys have rallied behind him. I think they're a little bit fugazis, but with Aiden,
big time.
What is it? Aiden O'Connell starting. Yeah. I mean, they put up a 42 burger in the first half last week against the against the Chargers, which is nice to see. But
Under bettors had that destroyed almost after the first quarter, so that's hilarious. Oh man,
I'm happy for them. I think KC will take care of business, but they're a bit brittle, so I do like the Raiders coming in, losing but covering.
100%, especially in that divisional matchup. But when it comes to the Eagles minus 13.5, that fucking spooks me.
That's another one where it's kind of like, man, the Eagles I know they're due for a bounce back, and the Giants are starting fucking Tommy Cutlets.
Yeah,
but I'd say Giants coming in and covering that. They'll lose by a touchdown, I'd say. I think the Eagles will come in and
that's a high number.
13.5
is a lot.
Yeah.
But the Eagles could win by 13. They could win by a touchdown and a couple field goals, right?
Yeah. And that's that's a lot of points.
Yeah, that's too many point for me. But then our Super Bowl preview, and I'm sure that you guys have heard of this conspiracy that's been going around as well, but the colors for the Super Bowl logo indicate who is going to end up in the Super Bowl. Last year, the colors were green and red, and it turns out to be the Eagles and the Chiefs. The year before that, it was yellow and orange, and it turned out to be the Rams and the Bengals. So this year, the colors are purple and red, and everyone's calling 49ers and Ravens, and that's what we get on Christmas night football with the Ravens coming to town against San Francisco. So yeah, a lot of people are saying
might have to throw down on that.
You might have to throw down on whether or not these two teams are going to make it out of or win their conferences.
On that.
Yeah. So we got the Chiefs, we got the 49ers and we got the Ravens as well. The spread is 5.5 in favor for the 49ers. You going to take that there, Mick?
Yeah, I got to take that with the way the Niners have been rolling. And Baltimore's having to travel cross country, and I know it's a little more different than basketball. And coming cross country on Christmas, I mean 5.5, you win by 6. It's still a tight game. I still like them covering though. I like them tight match. They'll pull away late. The Niners are just fucking on a different level, and no one can argue that. Ravens are being very disrespected though. I mean, all they're doing is simply going about their business, fundamentally sound. Lamar's quietly having a fantastic year. He's adapted to an offense where he can huck the ball around a little bit. He still doesn't get the respect he deserves.
No, but I put him ahead of Brock Purdy for the MVP running, though. Brock Purdy is not deserving of an MVP.
No, I know, and everyone knows that, and it's hard to argue the numbers, but you can tell that he's kind of plug and play would be disrespecting him, but he's got a genius.
Would you call him a game manager?
I think that's disrespectful. He's not just managing game. He's distributing balls where they need to go on time, putting them in windows where his players can catch it and make a play with it after. And there's more to it than just throwing the ball to someone. Yeah. Timing, putting it in a place where they can go make a play with it after. He's done all that to a T. So game manager, disrespectful. MVP, not quite there though.
Not quite there. Who's your MVP this year?
See, that's the thing. No one knows where else to go with it. What are you thinking? Honestly, Tyreek Hill was probably the MVP. Then he got hurt. So if he comes back and puts up 150 in his next game, man, he makes that.
But they won't give it to a receiver or a back. Like it should be Christian McCaffrey, but it's not going to be. They gotta. If you're gonna give it to a quarterback,
I don't know.
It might be Dak.
Yeah,
it might be Dak.
Yeah,
or Lamar, but it's not Purdy because everyone thought. Remember they were threatening to bring in Darnold after he lost 3 in a row. Like he's not. That's not an MVP. You don't threaten to pull an MVP type player. I'm sorry, it can't be wrong. It can't be wrong.
Usually it's.
But if I had to give it to a QB. If I give it to a QB, I'd probably give it over to Dak because he's had an incredible season. And I'd rather I'd like Brock Purdy better. I hate the Cowboys, and I Dak he's brought his turnovers down so significantly, and he's got to respect
all the heat on Dak too. Like all he could do was wrong, and he showed up in the face of it, and he's got that team.
In the face of adversity, yeah.
You got to respect that. That's. So, yeah, I guess Dak's probably going to get it. especially if they win out, he stays efficient. I think if it's even close between him and Purdy, they're going to give it to Dak.
Yeah, absolutely. No, I hear that. So again, if you want to maybe put together some of the home teams, looks like we have all the home teams to win on Christmas Day. So put that together in a little fruit and yogurt parfait, and then go buy your special someone something nice. But other than that, that wraps up everything on the show. Michael Fulmer, down by 2, OG. We fucking miss you on the show, buddy. Great to see you.
I'm a little rusty, boys. Thanks for calling me in out of the bullpen. I still got my fastball, though.
He still pushes low 90s for tour.
Everything else needs a little spring training.
No, man, it's all good, man, and it's great to be able to have you on the show anytime. Even if you accidentally just log in while we're in the middle of a show, by all means, because you can't figure out your phone. We'll be more than happy to have you on. It's always a pleasure.
Throw me a little teaser. I just might. This is nice. Charlie's down for bed. I'm hiding in the basement.
Look at this.
Excuse to have a couple brewskis.
There it is. Absolutely.
I got my cat over here.
Oh, there you are. Ellie girl. There she is. Well, guys, have yourselves a Merry Christmas. Thank you guys for watching. Thank you guys for listening as well.
Birdie, I miss you big time.
Yeah, I miss you.
We got to do this again. We got to do this again soon.
We need to have a staff Christmas party soon.
Yeah.
Please. Yeah. Please.
Yes, maybe we'll take you guys to a Toronto Rock game or something like that.
Put it on the company card. AKA Amanda's.
But make sure you like, share, subscribe, all that good shit. Thank you guys for supporting. We got one more show next week where we do our final year wrap up. But thank you guys for tuning in, and catch you all soon. Have yourselves a Merry Christmas, Happy Holidays, and talk to you guys soon. Peace.